The following program is rated MA and may contain themes that may not be appropriate for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
On the block, hip-hop trendsetters, the school of hard knocks, and that attitude ever. Yeah, I just wanted to be one of the best, holding the mic as I'm yelling out D-Generation X. I will remember it. I'll never forget it. We come a pretty long way. There's so much I can say. It's never really gone away.
They say the road to SummerSlam is just around the corner, so the only way to get there is going full drive on Hot Wheels. We have a full crew. Welcome, everyone, to Monday Night Raw. How are we doing, everyone?
Doing very well. We had a great weekend, all of us. And first off, I want to give a shout out and again, big congratulations to Bubba Duke on tying the knot this weekend. Congratulations, brother. I'm thrilled for you. And thank you for allowing all of us to be a part of your special day.
Oh, you're welcome, man. Thank you for being there. Appreciate it all the time. And that we got to spend together as a group. But it's not for this guy. Let's get to the task at hand, gentlemen. And that would be wrestling. See, we got some good footage of Seth Rollins taking out the OTC.
Yes, we are off the heels of what I felt was actually a fantastic Saturday night's main event this past weekend.
Say, well, we all missed the live show. After going back and watching it and even checking out highlights afterwards, just make sure I didn't miss something. What a very solid show.
Yeah,
I have really no complaints of it except for a bit of that main event. Just a tiny bit of an issue with that main event, but other than that, solid show.
Yeah, I could have done without the Roman Reigns and Jalen Brunson ending.
Yeah, you wanted to have that, kick it off the show. Have it kick off the show, not have it main event.
Yeah, but this is the first time Roman has shown up on Saturday night's main event since they brought it back. And this was Madison Square Garden, and you're anointing the new king of New York. I see why they did it in that segment.
Oh, sure.
And I thought it was still a fantastic segment.
It was good. I hope they don't continue with this celebrity involvement in Roman and Seth, because that's just not needed.
No.
Well, we're getting a couple of tag matches as Dragon Lee and Javon Evans go up against your Raw World Champions. And then Penta and Chad Gable will go up against All Ego Ethan Page and Rusev. That is already been confirmed. And Jacob Fatu's a liar. He said he was in San Francisco, but he is here in Detroit as he is set to take on with everybody saying,
Hey, night. Yeah.
Good thing we're not a boy band because that wasn't in sync at all.
Hey, we're not paid for harmony here.
No, but we are seeing LA Knight come into the building with Royce Keys at his side.
Get a little backup for himself. Nice.
Can't start that car without your set of keys there.
Dang it. It's time to get bouncy, boys.
No, thank you. My back hurts.
Yeah. I'm still not sold on this guy yet.
No, not yet, eh?
Nope. Nope, still not. Bobby Petito, I'm sold on, though. Coming in, liking the video on YouTube and saying congrats to Bubba Duke. And congrats, Bubba. You and the missus looked amazing, says Mama Bear Milf 69.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Carl, you just really wanted to say the full handle, didn't you?
Of course. You have to. You got to make sure everybody's represented by their full name.
However, I do like the new Juventus kits. These are the new, the jersey that he's wearing, as Corey was just talking about, is the new Juventus away kits. I actually really like the pink jerseys.
I wish I could see it. For some reason, things are very pixelated, like a
Like
not
an
even
olden
360
Looks
360 for
very,
me.
looks very light pink.
It is. It's the man Dragon Elite coming out here.
I do like his entrance attire as of late.
Have you seen that with the big wings that he puts on sometimes?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like that's really cool. And that's the thing I like that they're continuing the tradition of in AAA. Yeah. Like I love that. Like keep those big entrances coming, because I mean nothing sticks out to me more than an incredibly over the top entrance. Just to kind of get the night started.
I want to know how much this guy gets stopped in at security at airports lugging this stuff around.
Right?
Yeah.
What are you, a cosplayer? No, I'm a wrestler. Okay.
Like, oh, yeah, okay. I'm sure WWE is polite enough to have a giant crate for him to put stuff in, along with some of the other wrestlers, and ship it from place to place with their trucks. But if you got to carry, could you imagine? That'd be like 2 hockey bags full of gear these guys got to carry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the Vision.
Well, like the road warriors, right? They actually had to carry their own shoulder pads around.
Oh yeah. As we see Maxine with sporting a bit of a new look, all black, with the Vision jacket.
Yep.
The Vision jacket looks kind of cool. I wonder if they sell that on the shop already.
Right?
Nope.
No, that's probably just specifically designed for her.
And I've got to wonder if, like, because I mean, I know we've seen the Vision go through an assortment of colors over the last little while, but is this new teal and black look going to be a permanent thing? Because I'm digging that.
Yeah, I'd hope so. Wow, what a start to this match. Just absolutely launching themselves across the ring, outside the ring.
Well, it's a great way to get everybody caught off guard. I
Yep.
mean, they're using their speed, their agility, their athleticism to their advantage. You got to like that, because that's what you got to do to get the advantage.
Take the champs off their game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. At some point, Austin Theory and Braun Breaker can match them for that speed.
Yeah.
Yes.
That 23-mile-an-hour run.
Well, that's why if you're Dragon Lee and Javon Evans, you use your head, because if there's one thing we all question Logan Paul on, is sometimes it's that intelligence.
True.
Yep.
Do we see Tozawa and Otis get
No,
involved?
because they're not in this matchup. Where are you seeing them?
No, I'm asking, do we see them get involved in this matchup or afterwards?
Oh, I gotcha. My bad. That's on me. It's a possibility. I mean, it would keep that rivalry going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for that matter, speaking of rivalries, does Joe Hendry get involved? We all know he's been having his issues with Logan Paul lately.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and it's one of those things where they gotta start using some of these other characters that have been kind of missed on screen in some capacity. Like Otis and Tozawa getting a little bit of screen presence when Maxine turned is great in the post, but they gotta be in the ring a little more, getting a little more action, I think.
Yeah.
And right away, we're seeing Braun Breaker get that blind tag in, and you gotta love the
tag rope busted.
The instant chemistry with Braun Breaker and Austin Theory. It seems like they're not just learning to work together. It's like they've been working together for a while.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at you, Bearish. I just saw Dragon Lee walk the ring a little bit, and he's still holding on to that tag rope, and it's not even connected.
He's like, what do I do? Ref, what do I do?
No, it's funny as Rhea Ripley has exposed that multiple times in the past. And
If
always
you were
quite
just
funny.
watching, the other one for the other corner just fell on the ring apron.
I was just going to
it
point
did
that
too.
out, Bubba.
Oh, it did.
Austin Theory had a hold of it and he jumped down and it fell.
Oh, jeez.
Well, Bubba, since you're the latest one that tied a knot, can you go show them how it's done?
Yeah, no kidding. Like,
there you
it's
go.
not hard, boys. If I can figure it out, you should be able to do it.
Whoever's on the ring crew should be fired.
It's
I'll take
all
the
right.
job.
Maxine and Austin
Yeah,
Theory are like,
sign us
not
up, man.
us. It's way too soon.
It's usually up to the referees to tie it up.
Oh, man.
Oof.
Oh,
Was that the strongest man slam we just witnessed?
It was a version of it.
Holy.
A little bit
Oh,
of
yeah,
world's
okay.
strongest slam action.
Yeah,
Bang.
world's strongest slam. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
That hurt my collarbone, actually.
Bobby coming in saying the Creed brothers did a tag team match against Sean Legacy. Yeah, Sean Legacy and Dorian Van Du and Ivy Nile versus Wendy Cho on main event tapings.
Okay.
Nice.
interesting.
Very nice. Yeah, I noticed
I
that Legacy and Van Du are really cooking up in NXT. If you guys been catching
Yeah.
highlights or watching that, that's nuts.
They are.
And
they
sometimes
actually
I
they'll
do
use, sometimes I think they use main event as a way just to keep people active. If they're not necessarily getting enough spotlight on NXT, they'll put them on a main event, and vice versa. If they don't have enough time on the main event spot, then they get used in the situation. But a lot of people have been asking where the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile have been ever since Chad Gable came back to Raw. And Bobby, thanks for letting us know.
Yeah.
At
Yeah,
this
that one
point, we
spot
should
by
just- I said at this point, we should just get Bobby Stats to be our corresponder.
Right.
You're hired. Pay's not the best, but you're hired. Great benefit is you get to be a good friend of all of us. But, I mean, you already are. So,
It
welcome
just
to the
makes
job.
me.
He's
Just
already
makes
signed
me-
on. He's in.
It just makes me think of that Simpsons line. What's the pay? Nothing, unless you're crooked. Woohoo!
If there's anybody else out there that's watching this either live or after the fact, and you're thinking, hey, I want to get into something like this too, check out our website, turnbucklestudios.org. There's information over there on how you could possibly become part of this network as well.
Yep. It's a beautiful
Stop it,
tab.
Toby.
Very top right
I'm
corner.
double pointing with Parrish.
Join us. Oh,
You're just pointing up to me. It's weird.
That's what I mean. I'm pointing up to you, so you point up to the side.
Yeah, when I do that,
Teamwork.
it looks like you're touching my armpits and they tickle. So stop it. No, I'm trying to do a job.
Oh, goodness.
Trying to be professionals here.
Like, that is a guy I do not want to get hit by. Braun Breaker.
I mean, he is a Steiner, Bubba. They hit hard.
I know.
Hey, and he's an honorary Saints fan too, so I love Braun
that's
Breaker
true.
now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've worked with his dad. I don't know. I don't know.
I took a chop in the top of the head from his dad. Yeah, it didn't tickle.
Ouch. Got the bulldog.
He just went like that, and I didn't feel my legs or anything till I hit the floor.
Ouch.
Oh, he
Ooh,
ducked
to
out of the way.
post.
Oh,
Hey, how's that post
my
taste?
tech.
He didn't take it with
We
his
appreciate
mouth,
you, Bobby.
Logan. Hit him with the shoulder. Kid,
Uh-oh.
Post
you don't
taste shiny.
tease with your shoulder.
Shoulders can taste.
Come on, Dragon Lee. Get the tag. Get the tag.
Get the hot tag, brother. What?
the hell is this kid doing?
I was just going to say, Carl, she should be reaching for the tag.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you doing there? Oh,
Was he Hulk Hogan? Was he the Ultimate Warrior? Like, what was this kid? Like Jeff
I mean,
Hardy?
yeah, I mean, all he had to do, like, because Dragon Lee was there. All he had to do was just get on that bottom rope and reach in for the tag. That's it.
don't worry about the shirt, man. Just get rid of it.
And then almost
Jeez.
missed where he's supposed to land.
Yep.
How about pay attention to the match and not the camera?
Yeah, now you're gonna get speared by a Braun Breaker.
Oh, big sidestep.
Oh,
Showed you.
I saw Braun Breaker getting ready on the other side. So
Is he the new AJ Lee? I'm gonna skip around the ring.
Whee! Oh my god.
This
Jeez.
he always almost overshoots that second barricade on that dive.
Yeah, like
And
he
he's
almost
gonna
went like
getting
neck
carried
first.
out in a crowd surf.
Oh yeah.
And I hope it happens.
Royal Rumble, I expect something like that to happen.
This is the moment where he kind of takes that Kofi spot where he just like gets all the crazy saves.
But do we need
I hope
somebody
that
else
spot
getting
is
that spot?
released
No.
just like they were?
It just might give him a little bit of a competitive edge in something like a Rumble. Because he's got longevity, but does he have longevity to make it past 29 other guys?
You can
Oh.
make that question
Ooh.
about all of 30 of the men in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Okay, now I'm back interested in this matchup.
Dragon Stomp.
Because Dragon Lee's in the ring right now, eh, Carl?
Yes.
I see
You know-
Logan Paul.
Yes, Logan
You know
Paul
what, though?
on the apron to try and
Oh,
cheer on Austin Theory.
Oh,
oh,
what was that?
big
I
save.
did have a good Monday, Bobby.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Oh, big spear. We hope you had a great Monday, Bobby.
Wow.
Jeez, this guy runs like crazy.
Did you see him slide halfway down the
Yeah.
apron to get the tag?
Whee!
On one foot, like, holy
Oh my god.
goodness.
Good night, Jim Kite.
At this point, I just want Austin Theory to do the zigzag at the same time.
Oh, that would be so
Right?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that'd be cool.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, while Dolph Ziggler had Big E Langston, they did a similar maneuver, not exactly the same. But I feel like they did something very similar for a little bit.
Okay, this is where I see, the Alpha. I was just going to
There
say,
it
I
is.
see the Alpha Academy coming
Yeah.
in now.
Yeah.
Oh, Otis is in full stride. Look at that guy go.
That's
Woo!
don't mess with the number one man.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
That was a brick wall.
Jason.
Look at Ceasar.
This is Tozawa at 2% power, by the way.
Yeah, this is where I said last week, I feel like this is going to a tag team title match. I don't know if it takes place at SummerSlam, though, or the Raw afterwards.
With the amount of since it's a 2-night show, with all that kind of stuff happening, it should be. You've got
It should-
6 matches announced so far, so I mean,
Well-
load it up.
Let's also take an account lately. We've been seeing matches being put in the preview spot. This could be one of those preview spots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Maxine was getting the hell out of Dodge on that one. Woohoo. Uh-oh.
And what I love about what we're seeing out of these two is it's
Oh,
almost the seriousness out of Otis and
Yeah.
Tozawa.
Oh,
and
very.
now we're looking at them as capable of doing this, whereas just a few weeks ago, they were a mere side comedy act.
yeah.
Oh my god! Like
Right off
This
the
is a
bat,
new
they're going
gear
to
for
clear
these
the
two.
table.
Watch
Yes.
out for Braun Breaker on the other side of that ring.
I'm beginning to think that they actually took to heart what Chad Gable said to them a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
Jeez.
dang. Breaker
don't
just
tell
no-sold
me.
it.
that Breaker did not feel that. Like,
Yeah, that's got to hurt.
He's a Steiner. He probably doesn't know how to feel.
I mean, he's not good at math either. So yeah. Wow.
This has me invested, 1,000%
Oh.
invested. If
Maxine-
these guys
Yeah.
go
Maxine just
to
sitting.
a tag team championship matchup, I am fully invested.
Yep.
Yeah. Take my money.
Bobby talked about the Creeds being in action on a main event. What happens if they came out to assist and now we see the 4 of them on the same page? And
Yeah.
this leads to maybe a triple threat tag match.
That would be cool, actually.
Dang, that ring is shifting.
Yes, it is.
That ring is moving a couple inches either way when he hits those ropes. Goodness gracious.
Wow. What do you guys think of this new version of a young lady going from being a babyface to a heel?
I absolutely love it.
I know.
You have to do
Austin Theory
something.
getting a little too much on the Holden Company, my guy. Dang, chill. Leave that for backstage, man.
Why?
I don't know.
Would
It's a
you?
PG show.
No, it's not. It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
I know.
You can go back and revisit Edge and Lita with Theory and Maxine.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, don't do it.
Now, I understand the whole Maxine thing. Like, I get it and everything. But it just feels way too live and Dom for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Little copy
Thank
and
you,
paste.
Carl. I was thinking the same thing.
What I
Like,
think
we've got
need,
that
though-
already.
Yeah, what I think we need though from Maxine now is more of her back in the ring, as opposed to just being that eye candy on the outside.
Well,
Speaking of
speaking of
living
living
Dom.
Dom,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, right now, Liv Morgan seems like eye candy because she ain't active in the ring either.
As if Dom's wearing an Eddie and Ray shirt.
He's on there too.
I didn't see his
Little
hair was
Dom.
blocked. His hair was blocking. I saw Ray in him.
It's his real dad.
I
I
do
would have
like that
loved it if
Scott
the
Hall
shirt
shirt.
said
That
"My Family Tree." That would have just put it over the top.
Yep.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, here we go.
this is Big Cass.
Big Bill Doyle.
Okay.
Is he coming back?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on. Both my big favorite guys are coming back. We got come on.
I'm gonna sound like Billy Mays, but wait, there's more.
If there's not, you know what you are.
August 3rd, the Raw
Yeah.
after SummerSlam.
Yep.
But if we're telling people, but wait, there's more, and you want to help us add more, all you have to do.
A Turnbuckle affiliation program is looking for more people. If you have passion level for pro wrestling, sports, video games, or something else, then Turnbuckle Studios is the place to be. If you have ever wanted to pursue content creation and want to join our team, then we would love to have you. Check out turnbucklestudios.org or contact us by email today because your future is now, and we want you to tap in.
And ladies and gentlemen, turnbucklestudios.org is your home for the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program. If you have ever wanted your break in podcasting, content creation, or to help us behind the scenes, hit the join button, send us your creds via email, tell us how you can help us, how we can help you. We will sit down as a collective and find the right fit. All of that and so much more at turnbucklestudios.org.
The link is right there.
Oh, finding out that Raquel's getting an Intercontinental Championship shot.
Okay.
Next week.
Just put the title on it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really have any vested interest in Sol Ruka's Intercontinental title reign.
We haven't really seen too much of it either. Like, just
Mhm.
kind of fell off to the wayside after she won it against Becky.
I think I could have used at least a few more months of building her until she gets that title match, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have waited to see her, I don't know, become NXT Women's Champion, and then by the Rumble, next year, that's when you bring her up. I think they brought her up quickly because you just had the people in the mid card that you kind of pushed away.
Oh.
Like, I'm sorry, but like they could have done more with Bailey and Lyra in the mid card position. They could have done more with Becky Lynch as that champion. If she, like, I thought I don't think the Intercontinental Championship saw heights better than when it was going from Lyra to Becky.
Yeah.
Like,
And
Maxine
even then,
kind of didn't do anything with it. AJ Lee kind of just made that feud longer. Didn't really do a lot.
Yeah. But I mean, for me, Becky really used it as just a set piece. It really didn't do a whole lot with her either.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because whenever Becky defended it, she made that belt like it was the most important thing in her life, which is what you should be doing with a championship, is promoting the championship alongside yourself when you're cutting those promos.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for I'm just waiting for a US champion on the other side to have a Becky Lynch to it.
Yeah.
Because that title is becoming less and less important in my opinion.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Do we think this cloning machine is something that's just going to always be a thing?
I feel like it will. Because like him doing like the backstage like experiments and stuff like that, I feel like it's just going to continue anyway.
As much as I can care less for Carl Anthony Towns in a ring, his choke slams were pretty good.
Pretty crisp.
Can't fault him for that.
And I loved, again, that moment of tying the Danhausen to the Knicks and everything with the Knicks World Championship run. So I thought that was a fantastic part of the show.
Yeah, and then he goes on to curse Argentina, and they lose.
We love to see it. We love to see it.
The big question is, did you guys really think this guy was going to get this over this fast in WWE?
Yes.
No. Yes.
Yes.
Well, and I mean,
I didn't think he was going to be a. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, like, I think comedy always has its place in wrestling. You have everything from things like that went really, really terribly, like the gobbledygooker, to things that are going over super well, like R-Truth continued in this day. So, I mean, you got to take the bad with the good when it comes to comedy and wrestling. But I feel like with how popular he was in AEW, there was just a matter of moments after people finally figured out what he is and what he's about that he would have gotten over.
What I think about Danhausen, I don't think per show you're seeing too much.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing the right amount. They're not overdoing it. You have an endless supply of merchandise you can do with this guy, which WWE can do better than anybody out there. You could have had this on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, the odd AAA, and it works. And again, there's range on the character that WWE is saying, well, we do range in our shows. With AEW, it's more niche for a certain crowd. So that crowd wasn't Danhausen's, like, it wasn't what he's good for. But
yeah, I totally agree with that. I love the shirt, the Outsiders t-shirt.
Yeah, I love that.
That's cool.
I also think this is why they probably didn't renew the contract originally to R-Truth, because they were getting something else in there.
Yeah,
and that
something to
was
replace the comedy.
Danhausen. Yeah, and then the fans brought R-Truth back, and then hopefully this allows R-Truth to be a little bit more serious and get a little bit more in ring time.
All right, who comes out to help Danhausen this time?
Well, I can see Io Sky coming out.
What was that? Oh, I didn't even say his name.
You thought
I might
it.
have earlier.
I did think it.
Yeah, Best did earlier, so.
Hendryhausen or Joehausen?
Oh, I can't wait for her to open that and it blows up purple or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be like confetti inside there or something. She's gonna open it up and bang, bang.
Yeah.
And speaking of characters who like basically also do comedy in Joe Hendry, he's managed to divide the comedy with the seriousness.
Yeah.
So he knows when he needs to get intense versus when he can just relax and put on a Joe Hendry concert.
I mean, and that's what, like, at that time when The Rock was doing all those rock concerts, that's what he was finding that balance of, where he could be comedic and funny. Then all of a sudden he's like, by the way, I can still whoop you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Carl, I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
I mean, I want to let things play out. I want to let things kind of just, let's see how things go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's just a little bit too early to maybe have full thoughts on that. So
I get that, Carl. I get that. I'm kind of on the same boat. Let's see where this heads before I give my full opinions. Can't wait for SummerSlam, though.
yeah,
That's gonna be good.
Uh-oh.
I am still with you guys, right?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We have the Judgment Day with Adam Pearce and Joe Hendry and Danhausen now.
There's nothing in there.
Human monies, that's what's in there. Or is that Danhausen monies?
It's housing money. Whoa.
Oh.
Oh.
Snitch.
Bobby's looking forward to Penta and Chad.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's going to be the match of the weekend.
You're going to put that over the Hell in a Cell?
From a wrestling standpoint, yes, but not from a brawling standpoint.
Oh.
I love this.
Right?
Adam Pearce unhinged.
Oh, he completely lost his mind right there.
Yeah.
Well,
now
he's the
that
only GM that isn't booked for SummerSlam in ring, so he gets
Right?
Right.
He's probably dealing with
But now I
all
wonder,
the drama.
is he going to go back to doing both shows for like a semi-permanent basis until they get another GM, or are we thinking Nick Aldis is going to, do?
Nick Aldis Nick Aldis is going back as GM. He was not removed as GM as
No way.
we had previously thought.
Okay. Uh-oh.
I could see them honestly flipping Aldis and Pierce after SummerSlam.
Yeah, almost like another superstar shakeup, but with GMs.
You know what I wouldn't mind though is a War Games match with Aldis taking guys from SmackDown and Pierce taking guys from Raw in a Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah.
War Games.
You know what my favorite shakeup is? Anytime I finish a beautiful bottle of Dubby and I need to shake it up and try a new one because it's so damn good. So go to w.gg and use TB Studios. Save yourself 10% off. Why? Because full price is for suckers and Logan Thompson. So don't be like one of those and use that promo code and save yourself 10% off. Sucker.
And just in case anybody does have any doubts, yes, it is a product that we actually use. So we don't just shill it. We actually drink it too.
Yeah.
Just don't think it. Drink it.
Just don't drink and drive.
If anyone's looking for a new flavor to try out, Calio Cream. That's the latest one that I got from Debbie. Super good. Orange and peach with cream.
And if it sucks, blame Logan.
Dang. It's only if you like peaches and orange.
They're all good.
Yeah.
But
Oba's in the ring that's littered with promotional materials.
Do a little jag in there.
I mean, he got changed really fast for a big guy.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I think they only showed him from the waist up to just kind of be like given the illusion that he was always coming out with a little promo segment. Then all of a sudden he's like, "No, I'll go for a match. Screw it."
I don't think he had tape on in that segment.
So I've seen this this promo with Cody Rhodes where he's walking through the warehouse here several times, and it just makes me think we need a WWE museum or Hall of Fame to be built so that we can showcase all of this stuff here instead of having it sit in a warehouse all this time.
Yeah.
I mean, and it'd be really cool because, like, I don't know, every other Hall of Fame for every major sports sports league is, existing already.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we might as well get another. Might as well get one more.
Okay, where do you put it?
Connecticut.
Yeah, your two most likely options are going to be Stanford, Connecticut, or you
Probably.
go to New York City.
I feel like New York is a more appropriate place.
Orlando makes a lot of sense given how much stuff
NXT.
WWE has put into the Orlando area. And
Yeah.
now Orlando is a hotbed for pro wrestling.
Well, is that not where the actual warehouse is? Is in Orlando?
No, it's in Connecticut.
It should be in Connecticut still.
Is it up in Connecticut? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was in Florida.
It would make more sense for it to be in Orlando now with like how they have everything for NXT set up. I still think it would make much more sense for it to be in Orlando for sure.
That would be pretty cool.
But I also do like OMD's idea of it being in New York, considering that's where everything started for this company.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Uh-oh. Look behind you.
Oh, my goodness.
And get a tombstone carved out for the Judgment Day because they're about to go to sleep.
I would love if Brock Lesnar just comes out and the referee is busy with everyone else. F5's O and JD is out of all the one who pinned Oba out of this. Very unlikely, but would be entertaining.
Oh.
Wow.
Again, how do you stop somebody that big and that fast? How do you stop them?
I could tell you, but it's not legal.
Logan.
It's not legal.
Okay, at first I thought this was a handicap match, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe JD will fare a little bit better here, but yeah, that's not the case.
No, he got folded like a piece of paper.
Yep.
In the great words of somebody I know, it's Jover. So it's Jover. We're never more Jover than now.
Let's just say that the odds of JD beating Oba were better than a needle in a haystack. And I'd say that because at least in a haystack, you're looking for something specific. What's worse is more haystack and a haystack. That would be difficult.
Wow, he is laser focused on Brock Lesnar. I don't know whether to be like scared for Brock or like what.
I think might be more.
Where is he?
I might be more. I might be more scared for the 40,000 people that are going to be there watching the show.
Why?
No, they're in a cage. Why would you be scared?
The destruction they're going to cause.
That's why
that cage ain't going to hold them.
No, I this is where I'd like to see this almost main event night 1, so that they can destroy the ring, destroy the barricades around them, destroy announce tables, and just let the destruction be destruction.
This ain't main eventing any night.
No. I'm thinking it's got to open one of the 2 nights.
Probably.
I would open night 2 with this. 100%. The way they opened up WrestleMania night 2 would be perfect. Bobby coming in saying, would you guys like to see Dragon Lee or Damian Priest win the vacated AAA Latin American Championship at AAA? I almost read that as triple ass. Almost.
Hey, look, Hootie and the Blowfish are going to be singing the national anthem. Well, Hootie will be.
That's crazy.
Bobby, I would say Damian Priest.
Yeah, I'd also agree with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Damian as well. Actually, just the way they've been booking Damian down there, they've been booking him like he's going to be this unstoppable monster down there, as they should be, really.
Yeah.
Byron is now with Women's Intercontinental Champion Sol Ruca. As we now get her opinions about facing Raquel Rodriguez for that Intercontinental Championship.
Now, just out of curiosity, does this ink on her arm look a little fresher than the last time we saw her? Or am I just haven't seen her in that much time?
I think you haven't seen her in that much time because I did see fresh ink, I think the last time she was in action.
Yeah.
Which was, I believe, 2 weeks ago when she defended the Intercontinental Championship against Raquel.
Yeah.
And everybody, if by chance you need something to cover up that fresh ink, because where you go, you might not want people to see, well, we got you covered over at our shop. So please check out turnbucklestudios.org and hit that shop function to go straight to check out this.
The Turnbuckle Studios store is open for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the merch and represent the best from the shows you watch on a weekly basis. Multiple styles to choose from with over 10 products available. Don't get left out and pick up all your favorites today. Find us at turnbucklestudios.org.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, turnbucklestudios.org is your home for the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program, and we encourage you to visit our shop. It is powered 100% by Redbubble, so it is completely safe and secure. Support your favorite shows and your favorite podcasters. Wear what we wear. All of the proceeds come back into our studios to bring you a better experience. And when you make that purchase, tag us on the socials, give us a shout out, and we'll shout you out live on one or more of our regular weekly programs. All of that and more, turnbucklestudios.org.
While we were getting a commercial break there, we got a little bit of Lyra talking about how she dropped all this dead weight at Saturday night's main event, running Bayley out of WWE. So, I mean, I guess that is the end of Bayley and WWE, whether that means she comes back in a couple months or if she comes back, or sorry, if she goes somewhere else. Haven't seen any confirmations yet, but interesting to see where this path goes with Lyra.
I don't think that after what happened at Saturday night's main event, the story is over between Bayley and Lyra, but I loved what we got out of Lyra at Saturday night's main event. It's something that has been missing. And I mean, you could even move Bailey now to SmackDown if you really need to.
Nope.
But I don't think this is over. I thought we were potentially going to go to a tag match with Bailey getting AJ at SummerSlam, but we didn't get it.
Definitely a different option for sure.
Bailey's been doing a lot in AAA.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot in AAA.
Yeah, she's been doing a lot of work with Lola Vice down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that she was a bit more on screen there, but I wasn't sure if they were just trying to write her off of main roster going to AAA or if they're trying to, like, I don't know. I think Mercedes Moné posted that photo of her and Pamela Martinez wrestling at Wrestle Dream or something like that. And I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, no, she's definitely doing a lot more down in AAA. Maybe she's requested to go down there and just, get off the main roster for a bit and just kind of stretch her legs as far as doing some more lucha stuff.
Yeah, makes sense.
Something fresh.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I was like, what was that big red thing?
Oh, Bubba, I did the same thing just now. I'm like, wait, what?
What was this?
Why do we
That's
have...
not a thing. That's a Solo Sikoa.
To answer your question, Bubba, last week it was announced that it's going to be a 6-man tag for SummerSlam with Royce Keys, Solo Sikoa, and LA Knight taking on Jimmy, Jacob, and Jay.
Oh.
Solo calling out Seth.
Yes. Saying he had a
Interesting.
proposition for him.
Interesting.
Now, this has got to be in relation to Seth's issues with Roman, because it seems like they all have a common issue with the bloodline.
Huh.
Could
Seth come out
this
full
be
Matrix
Seed
gimmick?
planning to War Games and possibly Bloodline versus everyone who hates them?
Yeah.
As it seems to be every year.
Right.
And I think at this point you keep Solo by himself, or keep Solo, I guess. Because like his character work has been tremendous as like the leader of a bloodline, but his character now is even more fun because he can just be him.
Makes sense.
I'm interested to see where this really goes with Solo staying Solo.
Yeah. And to be fair, this is what we're seeing out of Solo being a babyface now, because he did officially turn babyface last week.
Yeah.
I think the question is, what does Solo do post Bloodline? Because you got to really factor in, where would you want him to be? I don't think he's going to go all the way up to a world championship right away, but I do think if he was to go to Raw, the Intercontinental Championship and maybe a run towards that title could be something for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the idea of him being in a mid-card situation.
I could see him
Then
going
again,
into that.
like, go ahead.
I was gonna say I could see him in one of those like upper mid card positions where he could win the Intercontinental title, but it would also be believable that he could win a world heavyweight title as well.
Like, I would say he's definitely somewhat, I would put in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So as Seth welcomes them to Monday Night Rollins, does he mean that in a welcome to the red brand for tonight or for the foreseeable future?
Seth asking if we're talking or are we fighting?
Okay. He's there to talk.
Yeah, I think Solo's going to try and pull Seth into his side because, again, common problems, right?
I think the one thing I love about Solo is that he is just not another pawn in the bloodline. He is somebody that thinks on a different level. Like he is someone whose mindset works closer to our Roman, how he analyzes a situation, how he analyzes how things can happen, and he acts accordingly.
Yeah.
Jimmy doesn't feel like he does that, while Jay seems too emotional to be that. And then you have Jacob, who's so much of a wild card that you have no idea where he's at.
Yeah.
And this is why I think Solo is a very intriguing part in this whole thing, because if he is going to be perceived in ring as a dangerous person, he then could be just as much a realistic option of taking a title off Roman that we saw Jacob be in his 2 attempts earlier this year. And I really like that with Solo, because I do think a major win for him changes that perception of Solo Sikoa, who's had that up and down roller coaster ever since he left the bloodline.
Yeah.
And let's not forget that when he... Oh.
Solo wasn't taking his let me think about it answer.
Yeah, Solo wants an answer right now by the looks of it. But I was going to say that it seems to me like if you look at how Solo ran the MFT, it almost mirrors what Roman did originally with the Bloodline, minus winning the World Heavyweight title.
But Solo being here really now puts a lot of things in perspective when we know we've seen Jacob, who is now coming down the ring. We know we've seen Royce Keys and LA Knight here. The only people we have yet to see are the Usos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even Roman Reigns. So you have to wonder how this is a 4-on-4 waiting to explode.
Yep. And bang.
And if there's one person who understands just how serious Solo is about this, has to be the guy who prides himself of being an architect in Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and we kind of all knew that it was coming at some point, that eventually with the main event probably being Rollins and Roman, that there is going to be some bloodline involvement. There's going to be shenanigans to be had. So it was kind of a given. But now I'm wondering, are we going to see that official, that 4-on-4 lineup in a main event post SummerSlam capacity? We're going to see LA Knight, Royce Keys, Solo, and Seth team up and go, hey, we don't like it. And that's what leads to War Games.
Yeah, and originally it was going to be that the Bloodline were going to say, they've already said, we'll worry about them later to the MFT, but now the MFTs are split. So now we're seeing Solo actually try and reconstruct a team that can take out the Bloodline.
Yeah.
Here.
Yep.
But do we need to move Solo over to Raw? I'd rather keep Solo on SmackDown to keep him Solo. And then you don't have to worry about him getting involved in bloodline and family business.
Makes sense.
Well, he's already involved in the family business and the bloodline, so
He is. Do we get that situation that we got, with the Usos potentially, or going back to the bloodline with Roman after their 6-man tag at Mania? Does Seth do the same thing? Him, LA Knight, Royce Keys, they're victorious at SummerSlam, but then Solo turns his back on Seth on night 2, and rejoins the family.
I have to say this. When we initially saw Jey Uso move to Raw away from the bloodline, did we not originally think he was going to be moved away from the whole family storyline?
Yep.
I think where Solo is a very unique position because on one side on Raw, you have Roman, you have the Usos, there's Jacob, there's everyone there. But then if he stays on SmackDown, how quickly does he go back into the Talatonga, and all that fiasco? So it's almost like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right?
Yeah. And to be fair, in this moment, Solo kind of inserted himself into that situation.
Yep.
Sorry, Parrish, you were saying?
Well, kind of where I go is, could this be a time in WWE where we've seen Finn Balor move to SmackDown? Could they just come out and say, hey, yeah, this was the trade. It was Solo Sikoa for Finn Balor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. At least they would say something. I wish they would do that a little bit more ahead. But then we saw CM Punk go over to SmackDown when he won the championship. Could WWE be starting a little small shakeup, and maybe instead of doing a draft, they just do these minor tweaks as we go on when a story kind of happens? And then this could just be the early times we see them, and then in maybe 2 months' time, we see other people move, and they're like, oh, okay, it's not as direct as maybe we would have thought back then.
But yeah, we got Rusev and Ethan Page in that ring right now.
Yeah.
As we know, we await for their tag team opponents in Chad Gable and Penta, who will go one-on-one at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I like that. Yeah, we are getting Chad Gable and Penta at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental title, but I do like that we are still seeing Ethan Page and Rusev in that Intercontinental title picture.
Yeah. I'd almost wonder if we get another Saturday Night's Main Event where we do a triple threat or a fatal four-way with these guys, because I think that'd just be a very interesting match no matter how you kind of build that story.
Yeah.
Rusev just losing it. Solid promo from Ethan Page to start this off. All right, that's tomorrow. WB Unreal Season 3.
I might try and give it another shot. I tried watching season 1. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hit and miss. I feel like there's other stories that I wish they would cover or they'd let us know about, but I think it all depends on your personal opinion about the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I feel sometimes we find out about the little things only for the show to come out and then retell you kind of what it is. And it's like, yeah, we already know. That's not what we were wondering at this point. As we're seeing the I missed you moment that John Cena has told in multiple interviews that was the time that almost made him break character and cry.
And then we're seeing that little bit of emotion as he's kind of talking about it for the Unreal commercial there. But like, I can only imagine the feelings and thoughts that were going through his head during that whole entire segment, just because of how much history him and Punk share.
Yeah.
So it's wild to see him get that almost that different side of John that we don't usually see.
I think that might be the one thing I'm actually looking forward to if I do decide to check out this season, is seeing John Cena speak in a non-kayfabe role.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about his theme, though. Gable's theme. I don't know how I feel about it.
I think you just got to let it kind of roam. If it's on Spotify, maybe I listen to that a few times.
Yeah, just kind of see what we're getting out here.
I was going to say his Titantron graphics kind of look like an old 1930s circus.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, we know Bubba's going to be a happy man as we're going to see some more luchador action right now.
Yep. Bubba's been awfully quiet down there tonight.
I'm just enjoying the show, man.
Yeah, I was going to say he's enjoying the action. Just as we all are.
Yes.
Taking it all in, getting deeper into the storylines that we're going to have coming for SummerSlam.
Drink it in, man.
Right? But I did like Chad Gable's merch that he was wearing, showing him in what I consider Triple A's greatest match of the year, the mask versus mask match.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to be putting that as a match of the year candidate, especially under the WWE banner.
Yeah, it's up there, dude. Like they absolutely put on a clinic that night. But really quick, the reason I'm saying that is because not only does Chad Gable have great merch, but we also have great merch as well. So let's take a quick minute, get that out of the way, people, and
we played that ad, dude.
Shop. Well, I was doing it for a reason. That's fine.
We can play the calendar if you would like.
Go right ahead.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. All times are in Eastern Time. Monday night, we are on call as the Raw Patrol is on duty at 8 p.m. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Wednesday, we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Thursdays, let us power your dreams with the Xbox Showcase at 9 p.m. Friday, we invite you to come for a ride with the SmackDown Security Detail at 8 p.m. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. On Sunday, be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. And later in the day, the Locker Room presents Wrestling Recap delivers at 7 p.m. Always be aware that weekend shows can vary in times, as the PLE Patrol and other watch party streams are always a must-see. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day and watch all of the latest episodes on turnbucklestudios.org/shows. And please do not forget to drop a like, follow, and to subscribe to all of our channels, and when the time is right, all you have to do is tap in.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, turnbucklestudios.org is your home for the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program, and there is something for you each and every night of the week. Check out all of our shows under the show section, but we want you to meet the team behind them, and you see all of us here. So click on our individual links under the host section to get our socials and watch our latest weekly live episodic programs. All of that and so much more at turnbucklestudios.org.
Welcome back, Carl. I know we're having technical issues. I think all of us here that are living in the zoo because of the crazy lightning storm we got going on.
Yeah, we've got a show in the ring and we got a show outside here, boys.
Oh, black screen. Oh, there we go. Back to the action. I mean, in all honesty, all these guys in this ring, I mean, aside from Penta, because he is the holder of the title, could hold this title and do justice for the Intercontinental title.
Yes. We see Rusev trying to tear the mask off of Penta.
Yeah.
Which is an unfortunate story to come out of the weekend after Fanatics Fest, hearing about the unfortunate situation that happened backstage, his face getting shown like that.
But here's the thing. I did see the video. You really don't see his face because he does have all his makeup on.
Oh, okay.
It's just the mask itself wasn't there.
I didn't see the video. I just wanted to stay away from it.
Yeah.
No, you don't see his face.
No.
Not like everybody thinks, like you and I sitting here. All his makeup was still on. He just had it off, obviously, because it's super hot in that place. So, yeah, you still don't know who Penta is.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I was...
Is the illusion alive?
The question I'll throw out, just to avoid kind of that fiasco, because we could talk about that one very much at length, but we do have Penta teaming up with Chad Gable. They are scheduled to go one-on-one for the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam.
Yes.
Now, I think the question is, what do you do with Rusev and Ethan Page? Are you going to exclude them from SummerSlam, or do you have another way of going about what they do August 1 and 2? And I think that's, for me, something that almost kind of bothers me, because I don't think the mid-card scene since WrestleMania is where it's at without guys like Ethan Page and Rusev. So I'll kind of put it on to you as we're watching this match right now. Where does Ethan Page and Rusev go from here?
I'm going to suggest, do we go to, and we talked about it earlier with Tozawa and Otis, do you go to a multi-team tag team title match?
I would agree with that. Like, I don't see a world where we can't have a fatal four-way or even a almost like a six-pack challenge with tag teams. You know, I mean, something at SummerSlam that really helps it kind of stick out, especially for that mid-card. I know we've got the interim women's ladder match that's going to happen at WrestleMania SummerSlam. That's a five-way, but it might be nice to add some more names to that card to keep that card as stacked as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we have them at SummerSlam. I think we could do it. We can have them the night after SummerSlam, and we can have a number one contenders match for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, that too.
That is exactly what I was thinking, Mr. Best. Yeah, why couldn't we do that? Even if we do something after SummerSlam for the tag titles. Find a new number one contender or something in that line. Well, could work.
I'm looking at this because Ethan Page made his debut on the Raw after WrestleMania. I believe he's had one PLE appearance, and now we're going into one of the big 4 or even the big 6. And I think you need to start getting him and Rusev on PLEs.
Well, I mean, especially because Rusev came back also night after WrestleMania, right? Like Raw after Mania.
Yeah.
And I think we're due for a little Rusev at a PLE action, something that gets him back into that fold of he is that big of a monster. Let's not forget. This guy dominated the mid-card scene with the United States Championship for almost a year.
Yeah.
He went unpinned for over a year at least.
Yeah. And I mean, Rusev's last PLE was that Intercontinental Championship ladder match with Penta at Mania.
Yeah.
So,
what's Carl? What's your input on all this craziness we're talking about, my friend? Where would you go with these two gentlemen? If you're going to talk, you have to unmute your mic, my friend. You're muted.
Sorry, I was watching the matchup as well and didn't see that it was muted.
That's okay.
I think you definitely could still do something with Ethan Page and Rusev during that matchup. Whether it's, a little bit of an interference of some sort happening in there, which is still, sorry, I just saw that kick from Penta.
Yeah. Ouch.
You could still do something with them with a little bit of interference or something like that during that matchup that they're going to be having. Still having them now on the pay-per-view or the PLE.
Okay.
Plus keeping them relevant in the whole situation as, these are two contenders who could be there for that championship.
Potential. Yeah.
I do see where you're coming from, Carl, because I'm going to bring this all the way back to another historical SummerSlam in '92. Ric Flair wasn't booked on that show, period, but he was still involved in the Ultimate Warrior Macho Man title match. He came out and caused a double disqualification because he was due to get a shot at whoever won that match afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, the accolade. Oh, no. The accolade being put on. And that's in tight, boys, on Gable right there.
He's got him wrenched straight back.
Oh, my goodness.
Chad's getting some chiropractic treatment off that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
He'll make you humble, Bubba.
Very. I've been put in that move, and trust me, even with a good back, it doesn't tickle. Do it with a bad back.
Yeah.
That's what a move. Just tossed Gable into Penta as Penta was getting up top. Reverse it.
It's that wherewithal with Chad Gable. I mean, the strength it took for him to power out of that and then get in the ankle lock.
That was beautiful. Sorry, Best. He's tapping out to the ankle lock. Rusev is tapped
knee bar.
That's a rarity.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I don't even remember what I was going to say about what we were talking about now. Because that was
just a whole chaotic sequence.
Well, I was talking about Chad's strength in getting out of the accolade, and then his wherewithal to reverse the second accolade that was coming, and then the pressure he put on that ankle lock before locking the legs around.
Yeah,
and I noticed as well, especially as Chad gets into the knee bar style of that ankle hold, it's almost like he puts more pressure on the underside of Rusev's butt. No bad words intended. But it almost like it almost wants to hyperextend that knee.
Yeah, it's putting the weight on that bottom part of the leg there.
Peep that little soft sign in the background.
That respect between competitors. That was cool. Chad Gable handing.
We're getting chapter
title. Go ahead.
So we're getting chapter 4 of Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. This is a mini series that they started last week, documenting the history between Roman and Seth.
The night that every member of the Shield held the title.
Yep.
What an end to a show. What an end of a show. Like, you knew it was coming, but what an end.
Yeah.
It was choreographed beautifully.
To be fair, I legit was not expecting Dean Ambrose to cash in as early as he did. I was not expecting the cash in that night.
It's just like
well,
the
we
way
brought
that
up Dean Ambrose's name. Does anybody see him maybe making an appearance of some sort, considering some of these video packages have actually shown him on screen? Do we think that that's a possibility?
A little, yeah. It's a little scary though, because
this,
I don't know what his contract situation with AEW is.
In this world of wrestling, I'm actually the firm believer, Carl, that never say never now.
Well, of course.
Those words definitely hold true, more so than ever lately. I mean, we had Baron Corbin make his return to SmackDown and then appear on MLW just this past week.
Yeah, that's
right.
True. Ooh.
Well, this is just a me thing, but these I like the centering of things.
The way it's all shot, eh?
Yeah, the way they're cutting off the top of their head and stuff like that, and yeah.
And to add a perspective to why it's shot like that, it gives a sense of realism. It puts you as the viewer in the room. It's not a clean shot, and it's not meant to be a clean shot.
Right.
Sometimes messy is better for a reason, right?
Yep. But we're taking a look at what happened last week when Maxine formally turned on Tozawa and Otis here. And you could feel the heartbreak with Otis here when he was pleading his case towards her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was listening to Busted Open on Sirius XM, Pro Wrestling 24/7.
Yeah.
And Uncle Bully, actually, I agree with him. He had a very good point during this entire segment. They were maybe a beat too quick with things. And I agree. After watching this a couple of times, and I mean, we're going to see it again here. Give me your takes afterwards. But I think I would have much rathered, the come together slowly, almost at that kiss, but then all of a sudden Otis's face just changed when I think I would have rather liked to have seen the shot happen instead of just the face change.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that one. And I think I could have used a more shocked look on Maxine. And then she does the smile and hugs Austin Theory, similar to when Stephanie turned on Vince.
Yeah. See, and I agree with what you guys are saying, but I did like the face change, though I would have much rather seen it be a deliberate knee shot from Maxine, making that turn official, and then have her literally smack Otis in the face.
That's another different way to look at it. I never thought about that.
I think I would have done something more like, do you remember when Evolution turned on Randy?
Yeah.
And it was Triple H who did. No, Logan, stop. It was the now. When Triple H told him now, I would have loved to see Maxine go to do it, turned away, and go, now. You fade out, you see the low blow, then you fade into the shot of the face, you fade out just to get the pie face down.
Yeah. Also another good take. Yeah.
It just would have been a little extra for Maxine, who directed traffic just a little bit, just to make her feel a little bit more in control.
Yeah.
I feel that.
And especially with how Maxine's character has kind of changed over the past month and a half, it would have been nice to just have that crescendo moment of like, okay, she's just fully going into it. Like, this is it. She's dropped the whole Dupree thing. She's just Maxine now.
Yeah.
She's not wearing the bright colors anymore. She's the bad girl of the group. And I mean, every group kind of needs one because it at least adds a little bit of like mixed action in case there is a time where the Vision goes after the Judgment Day. You have the ability to have Maxine go after Liv or Raquel or Roxanne. So it just adds another layer, I think.
Yeah. See, I don't know why we aren't writing.
Right?
Collaboratively, all 6 of us could do well.
Since we have seen both Maxine and Lyra turn in recent weeks, and both are former women's Intercontinental champions, we saw Lyra state a claim earlier. Would this be the time to have Maxine go back and potentially challenge to get her in the ring again?
I mean, at this point, it's kind of, I think it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, right? Because she did such good work in terms of trying to get better in the ring for the last 2 years with Alpha Academy and that story. I don't think they should let that go to waste.
No.
But I do think her work as a character needs to evolve for us to invest more into her. So I'm going to wait. I have a wait and see approach to just how much heat she creates, because her style that she was coming up with was learning how to wrestle. Now she has to learn how to slow things down and direct traffic as she wrestles. So her style, once again, needs to change to fit the character. So my aspect is I wait and see just how this character gets over, because if it fails, you then have to think, do we go back and revert to what we know? And if you do that, then I think it's safer at this point to just let her be a non-wrestler and make sure that these matches are as protective as for her as possible, whether it's like handicap matches or if it's mixed tag matches, something along those lines. Because with the more we see from Seth versus Roman, I was always wondering with him going up against the Vision, do we see Becky Lynch come back and also transform and then go after a Maxine, as that history is replayed, and then we would have seen this kind of become fresh again? Or do we find, like, we need to find that female antagonist for the Maxine character?
Right.
Okay, I feel that.
Yeah.
Now, when Maxine made her WWE debut back in NXT, and I know she was aligned with Mr. Stone, but I can't remember who they were managing at the time, and she was Sophia Cromwell. She did that manager and that heel role very, very well. And I know it's been a long time since we've seen her in a role like that. So I get where you're coming from with that growth in this heel role.
Was it Chelsea Green by chance?
Might have been.
Maybe.
Bobby, I will never disagree with you on that.
Yeah.
Ivy Nile, Ivy Nile, Ivy Nile.
Yeah.
Somebody who's got the in-ring ability, got the look and the physique to match. Somebody who should not be left off the card.
Yeah.
Maybe does she need a little bit more, of a I know she's like a bulldog, and that's the character that she's going with, but maybe just to let more of that show. Unfortunately, they're not giving her much of the time at the moment, but let that show a little more.
Yeah.
So, I pose this question then. After SummerSlam, we get what we get with just about everything. Say Chad Gable wins the Intercontinental Championship, which I think is probably universal. We think will happen.
Yeah.
Right.
We see the Creed brothers step up to the Vision. We also get Bronson Reed coming back and he challenges Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship, whereas the tag championships will be then retained by the Vision if they have anything, and the Creed brothers go after that. Ivy Nile steps up to Maxine, then the only thing you're worrying about is, okay, how do we then look at what Joe Hendry, or not Joe Hendry, but Logan Paul. And I don't necessarily think we can see Joe Hendry in there, but we could add somebody into that American role. Question is who and what do we do with that? Because I do think a Vision versus that American Made could be a very fun thing to do post SummerSlam.
Yeah, after what we saw with Joe Hendry and the Judgment Day, I think we're moving Joe Hendry away from the Vision now.
Yeah.
Could this be where we get the Ultimate Patriot and that tease between Logan Paul and Tom Brady?
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah, there was a rumor going around today that Tom Brady is talking with WWE.
As a former Patriots fan, just stay away from the ring, Tom. This is the one ring that you don't need to touch. You know what I mean?
Wait, why did you say former?
I went into football in high school, and as a Bruins fan, I was deciding on an NFL team to kind of follow as well when I first got into football playing it. So I just went with the same state. Just kind of be.
So it was when they were winning, you're a big fan, and then when they started losing,
oh no, I was still watching
like,
in the Gerard Mayo era.
Now
I'm still watching in the Gerard Mayo era.
Go
Just a little
Mahomes, I'm a Swiftie.
No. That guy's a mop. Turn that guy upside down, and he's gonna clean my floor. Nuh-uh. Guy's got sponge hair.
These guys all heard that, right? Running backward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so did I. Look at that. Dirty Dom making his way to the ring.
Man, Dom's been all over the show tonight.
Beautiful Triple A Mega Champion title around his waist. Oh, yeah, and whoever that's what, Liv Morgan beside him? Yeah, she's there too.
Now you have to wonder if Io Sky gets involved with the Liv Morgan factor, as we have yet to see anything like that tonight, and we know they're about to face off at SummerSlam.
I would think she has to.
No.
Especially because now in this situation, Liv doesn't have Raquel and Roxanne at ringside with her, which takes away that numbers game for Liv. But could this be where right before SummerSlam we get that return of Stephanie Vaquer to show up and stake claim to the winner of Liv and Io at SummerSlam?
At this point, I think I just put her as a surprise entrant in the qualifier for the vacated title over on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with over for the vacants for sure.
Yeah. I mean, and you might as well pull Stephanie back in because she's going to be another big name draw that you're going to have sell tickets for SummerSlam. So if you're going to do that, you might as well just put her in the qualifier in some kind of surprise capacity and let the tickets roll in because everybody loves how Stephanie works. So and her character, even though she's practicing English in between. She's still getting very, very good with her promos in English.
Yeah, and you might want to think about bringing her back soon. I mean, the South American tour is only about a month and a half away.
Yep. Well, and I suggested last night that maybe that ladder match would be the ideal place for this new attitude for Lyra, and I would much rather see Io in that ladder match than challenging Liv at SummerSlam.
Well, and I almost wonder, like, especially with the turn and the new character of Lyra, are we going to see something new from her in that regard if she does make it to the ladder match? Because we already saw a new finisher, a new kind of move set, submission holds that she was kind of focusing on. So, I mean, are we Are we going to see more things like that in a ladder match setting, or can we expect more of the same with somebody, from the Valkyrie, I guess, if you want to call it that wingy kind of idea?
I think you get a mix of both. I mean, can you imagine her applying that bulldog choke to somebody through the ladder?
Right. Yeah, that'd be wild.
Scotland and Canada and Mexico. I can't wait for my Spotify Wrapped at the end of this year, and this is gonna be in like my top 5.
This was best #1 last year.
There you go.
I'm going to correct you, OMD. It's been my #1 for the last 3 years.
There we go. I was going to say it's been on replay for like the past. He's had this going since longer than Roman Reigns held a championship.
And while we're on that, while we're seeing this little clip of Gunther and Nick Aldis, like, I really hope there's a lot of fans that maybe didn't watch TNA that are all of a sudden starting to tune into a little bit of old TNA Vault style kind of pay-per-views and interviews, because like Magnus is not someone to be messed with.
No.
Are you going to just overshadow his NWA run?
Yeah,
no.
The guy?
You know, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, he held the 10 pounds of gold, and he was featured in TNA for a long time with 10 pounds of gold. And then on him on NWA Power was also even just, he carried that title in like a Triple H 2002 to 2004 Reign of Terror style, where he was always in a suit coming out and cutting proper promos. So like, I would love to see, what was it, the National Treasure, Nick Aldis, or even just Magnus. Would just love to see it, because the guy is apparently one of the youngest guys on the SummerSlam card, which is a mad sentence to say out loud.
Yeah, and I asked that question last night. Do we get Magnus or do we get the National Treasure?
I think we're going to get the National Treasure, to be honest, just because I don't think they're going to do the whole drop his name from Nick Aldis to him being Magnus again.
No. But
I think he's just going to be Nick
Aldis. Magnus Aldis.
Have it like a middle name. I don't hate it.
I think it's just going to be Nick Aldis, but he can pull from those characters and do that, because that's what he's going to have to do in the ring against Gunther anyways.
Yeah, true.
Imagine if he just becomes the TNA and becomes the Nick Aldis. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm liking that they're using Joe Hendry a little bit more in like matchups and stuff like that, to not just as the singer act type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I do, and I've said this already about Joe Hendry, but I do like that they're bringing this aggression out of Joe Hendry, and it's something we haven't really seen much of him since his time in TNA, since his time in NXT.
Like, and that's the one thing I really just did not want to see when they did bring him up to the main roster, is just him be just another comedy gimmick.
Right.
Because the guy is a really good professional wrestler. Yes, he can make music. Yes, he can sing and dance, and he's got a good look. But you know what? The guy also is not to be played with in the ring either. So let the man cook.
Yeah, and that was my concern about him going to the main roster too. But I do love that they're putting him in there against these guys who are in that upper echelon, guys like Dominic Mysterio. I love that.
And like that right there, he caught him.
Yeah, little showcase.
Right? Like that just shows you the athleticism that's available.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we did know she was trouble.
Oh, Danhausen's back out here.
Here comes Joe Hausen. Teethhausen? Oh,
You are a hawk. Come on, Liv.
He
She
deserved
just-
it.
Yeah,
and
He-
now
he-
now we expect EO.
where's Io? Not yet, I guess.
No.
You can't
Io's
say
gonna come
he
up from
didn't
behind
deserve
you.
it there.
No, he did.
True,
But Io's
because
going to come up through the timekeepers area after.
Oh yeah.
True, Danhausen didn't need to be out there in this moment. I could have expected Danhausen out there if JD is okay to be out there, but clearly he's not.
Are we potentially going to Danhausen and Dom at SummerSlam?
I don't know. That'd be interesting.
I think
I
you
wouldn't
should
be surprised
defending
if we get a
AAA.
tag JD and Dom versus Danhausen and Joe Hendry.
Okay.
And to be fair, I mean, this is an angle between Danhausen and Dom that basically started like what 2-3 weeks after Danhausen made his debut when he cursed Dom and Dom
Yep.
lost the Intercontinental title.
Yep. Now, just for conversation's sake, I know this probably would never happen, but just for conversation's sake, how would we feel about Danhausen challenging Dom for the AAA title? Just to say that he got a championship match one time.
I would say do it. That's where I would actually do that if you're going to go to Danhausen and Dom at SummerSlam.
Yeah. I think
I'm
it'd be
fine
kind of
with it.
fun.
You know Dom is going to retain that title because of his match with Grande at Triple Mania.
Yeah.
But that would be a fun, good match. And what a way to kick off one of the two nights.
And that would be a way too that you can get El Grande Americano back on main roster TV too, because as Bubba and I have been watching, what they've been doing in AAA is Dom and El Grande have been kind of helping each other out in order to make sure that they're safe for their match at Triple Mania.
Yep.
I'm gonna say just keep Danhausen on Raw and SmackDown. You don't need him on more shows.
No, I mean, like
I
in the
said
sense of,
earlier,
like, having him at,
sample
like,
size.
SummerSlam.
I said earlier, sample size. I still think that's why Danhausen is getting as over as he is.
Yeah.
Look at what you were seeing with Joe Hendry from his time in TNA, and then always bringing him in NXT. His vibe kind of went down a little bit.
Yeah.
And you kind of saw him not be as at peak of his popularity. It went down, and I think that's what you're going to have with Danhausen eventually, and you don't want to overuse him, not at the expense of other people that are on that show.
Yeah.
And I do think the vibe of AAA, you have enough of it, of what Danhausen brings already. I just don't think you need more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to say Mr. Iguana kind of fills that void down there anyways.
For sure.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that I would want like a matchup between the two of them to happen AAA.
No.
Right? There's no reason why it couldn't happen Monday Night Raw or something like that, right?
Yeah. Right.
So easy enough to be able to give him that opportunity, but still just keeping him within the confines of the Raw or the SmackDown.
Right.
And like it kind of gives me the same feeling how like Laredo Kid and Trick Williams had that impromptu United States Championship match on the pre-show for Saturday night's main event. I think it just adds a fun little aspect to the show that we didn't have before. Even if you did like a little surprise thing where, you know, Adam Pearce goes, it's official, you're going to do this because you're messing around with Danhausen still. You're going to defend your AAA title on Raw tonight against him. And it's like, oh, I don't want to do that. And then just a bunch of shenanigans happens. And yeah, Dom retains because you want that match between him and El Grande at Triple Mania for sure. Because that's your money match. But at the same time, I could also see just a little bit of a fun 10-minute.
Oh,
that was close. Fun little 10-minute match between the two.
All right, I have to ask Bubba because he's been like the TNA guy around here. Did that hit single move Joe Hendry do look a little familiar? Maybe a little familiar, like a certain free agent.
Line from hell.
Looked like he was spinning the block a little bit.
Thanks, Bubba.
Yeah, OMD, when did you become Bubba? Bubba, we'd like your answer.
It honestly reminds me of the clothesline from hell. Like the power he puts behind it is where I go with it. He just shortens it up. Oh my god. Really, Danhausen and EO.
Eohausen?
Wow.
Skyhausen or Eohausen? I feel like Eohausen. Sorry, Carl.
See,
I know you don't like it. I know
I'm
you don't
already
like it.
there. Too much Danhausen for me tonight, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
I don't need him in the women's match at all.
Oh, that shoulder right in the
yeah. He didn't need to come out earlier. If they wanted to have another Danhausen, whatever, this should have just been it. That's it.
Yeah.
Where the two of them come out, that's it. Man, I hate that.
Even if he would have come out to the door where they come out and went, no, hold on 1 minute, and then went back and come around with her, that would have been cool. Yeah. Oh, the Danhausen death drop.
That slightly redeemed that moment there for me, just because like he finally got physically involved in the match and like ruined it for Dom rather than just a curse and something silly happens. He was directly involved in screwing Dom on this one. I kind of like that. That's okay, but yeah, no, a little too much on the showing up.
But yeah, totally okay, good. You know, them getting involved. You know, the Triple D going on, like very cool. We just didn't need the Danhausen first time during the matchup. That's all.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
I think that the first time would have only made sense is, again, if JD was okay and out there and maybe he comes out and chases off JD. But even in that sense, you still could have brought out EO with Danhausen in that moment too.
Yeah.
True.
Just to fully even the odds.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have just flat out had no Danhausen to begin. You get Liv to be a little bit more involved when she slammed Hendry's face into the pole. You can have maybe the two of them, like Dom and Liv, then embrace in a hug or whatever. And then you hear the music. EO comes, beats up Liv, boom, takes her to the back. That's been there. Maybe we see like a little segment backstage where they're beating each other up. Everyone is distracted. We see maybe kind of Dom, or we see maybe the referee kind of like look over. That's where Danhausen then comes, hits Dom, who's distracted as well. Joe Hendry still gets the win. Like, I don't know, like just I understand why we didn't get Finn and Dom a lot during WrestleMania, because we now know that Finn's ankle was severely hurt and there was injuries going to Finn Balor that he couldn't really do much. I think too, like his ribs were an issue. But there's no need that you can't do something more with Liv and EO, very similar to what Stephanie and Liv were, as physical as they got. They were one of the best stories going into WrestleMania, just with all the physicality. Just let the women do that again. Have Liv put an Easter egg on somebody's face, or vice versa. We want to see this again.
I was saying that's kind of the beauty of like trying to kind of equalize your men and women on the main roster. Is just let the women start hitting each other, slapping each other around. Let them have some chairs. Let them have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Let them be wrestlers. So I think it's just the best way to kind of go about it.
And now we are going to hear from the Vision once again with Byron Saxton.
Yeah, I'm at that point with the Byron Saxton in these interviews that I kind of would like to see them do that Mean Gene stage setup that they used to do in the 80s now.
Yeah.
You know what I want to do anytime Byron Saxon comes on there?
Click.
Do it.
A Turnbuckle affiliation program is looking for more people. If you have passion level for pro wrestling, sports, videos games, or something else, then Turnbuckle Studios is the place to be. If you have ever wanted to pursue content creation and want to join our team, then we would love to have you. Check out turnbucklestudios.org or contact us by email today because your future is now, and we want you to tap in.
The Turnbuckle Studios store is open for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the merch and represent the best from the shows you watch on a weekly basis. Multiple styles to choose from with over 10 products available. Don't get left out and pick up all your favorites today. Find us at turnbucklestudios.org.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, turnbucklestudios.org is your home for the Turnbuckle affiliation program. All the information is there for how you can help us. We want your help. Hit the join button, send us your creds. Follow Logan's example. He joined us. Now he is officially one of us, especially after this past weekend. And then, of course, hit our shop. All of the proceeds come back in to our studios to give you a better experience. And we will give you a shout out live on air when you tag us on the socials with your purchase. Turnbucklestudios.org, ladies and gentlemen, your home for the Turnbuckle affiliation program.
Interesting to note that Maxime referred to her and Austin Theory as maximum pressure during that whole little segment there. I noticed that was rather interesting rather than like as a group. They even just kind of mentioned them two separately.
It is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, don't care. I have zero interest in anything that, number one, that she does or the Vision.
Yeah. And then now they're going to talk about the segment that didn't need to be the main event of Saturday night's main event.
No, but what I liked about this segment was actually Brunson's entrance, because he was the one coming in the Escalade instead of Roman getting all the hype over the PA and then meeting Roman at Gorilla.
Yeah, but it totally makes sense. Like, I was watching a video of another guy talking about exactly this segment, and more or less he was just like, if this would have been not televised on YouTube, and this would have been just for the fans that were in attendance, being massive New York fans or just being in New York itself, would it went over just a little bit better, rather than it going to the internet fans and going, I don't care about the Knicks, I don't care about Jalen Brunson, I don't care about New York City, I care about wrestling.
Right.
Which I can agree with to some level.
You know what? I can too, and I'm in that boat, but I love this segment because Roman also went over as the pure babyface, and Seth, using Tyrese Halliburton, the distraction, came off as the full-blown heel in all of this.
Yeah.
And you didn't have full bloodline there. Like, you didn't have the Usos and Jacob coming out to save Roman. It wasn't.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. Danhausen and Dominic Mysterio going one-on-one. But next Monday, guys, face-to-face, Roman and Seth.
Yeah. Are we going to get a little more bloodline involvement at this face-to-face interaction, do we think? Or are we going to stay on the track of keeping them separate from?
I think we're staying on track of keeping them separate.
Yeah.
I think that the Usos and Fatu have enough on their plate with their 6-man tag at SummerSlam that they don't need to get involved in this.
We're also getting Alpha Academy taking on the Vision and Women's Intercontinental Championship match next week. Next week's shaping up to be a fairly decent looking show.
Oh,
Joe Hendry and Danhausen concert.
Joe Hausen concert. All right. I gotta love how Corey's playing that heel commentary. Like, oh, I'm gonna be coming down with something next week. I might not be here next week. Just added a little more of a self.
And a weigh-in between Brock Lesnar and Obafemi ahead of their match for SummerSlam.
That's gonna be chaotic. You're gonna need more than state police on this one, boys.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, are we gonna have like Dana White there standing in the middle of them?
I mean, and that's kind of what Triple H kind of looked like when he was getting in between everybody at that SummerSlam kickoff thing. Just looks exactly like Dana White. Just, hey, let's not do this here. And I believe I'm not mistaken. Is this our main event of the evening?
I believe so.
Yeah. LA Knight making his entrance.
It's a little bit early for the main event.
That's what I was thinking. Like, it's only 9:50.
Yeah, but are we expecting involvement from Royce Keys and either one of the Usos in this match to send it to a tag match to close the show?
That's very possible. But they might want to save that for SummerSlam, seeing as that's the big match that they're leading to anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want to give a tease between him and Fatu now, or do you want to do like a tag team match between like Royce Keys and the Usos? And LA Knight against the Usos. But very interesting either way how it's going to work out. I don't want to speak too soon, but like I would genuinely like to call the idea Mr. Money in the Bank. We're looking at him. I think it's time.
It's been time for a few years, but I don't believe LA Knight's getting the job done again this year.
No.
Honestly, my pick for Money in the Bank this year goes to Sami Zayn.
Huh?
And then he will do the new heist of the century in Riyadh.
Yeah. Yeah, Crown Jewel's still going to be end of October, November-ish.
I don't think they have any more international PLEs planned this year.
Crown Jewel, November 26th, Saudi Arabia.
Oh, they're still playing that? Okay.
Yep.
November, though, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a little later than when they usually do it, because I do believe it's normally in October.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, I understand, right? Like, this is something that he's been trying to vie for a very long time for himself, is the, the championship matchup, and he's been working his way, and now other people are getting main events, and like,
Yeah, I mean, like every time seems like LA Knight's on that cusp of getting that main event shot. There's another roadblock that's placed in front of him that he's got to navigate past.
Yeah. Consistently, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And Knight calling out Roman saying that he wanted to be Knight.
Bringing in Solo into the mix now and everything too. And
one thing LA Knight has is the ability to connect multiple storylines because he's kind of there. He has an issue with Seth because, well, let's face it, why would he trust Seth?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Seth faked an injury on him. Then
yeah, I completely forgot about that. But yeah,
why would he trust Roman and the Bloodline? They've done nothing but screw him. They've hurt him. They've used their stroke to prevent him from getting anywhere. They've done so much to him. That's why he's in the position he is now. So anybody that he's kind of there with, whether it's Royce, Keith, Solo going up against Usos and Jacob, then you're talking about Seth. Can't really fully trust Seth, but he also doesn't really fully trust Roman. The irony is that he didn't really fully trust Solo, but now he's fighting alongside with them because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yeah. So that could work with Seth, but you have to wonder, LA Knight has to be the one wrestler on this show that has the biggest problem with PTSD.
No.
Because everywhere he looks, he has to be on edge.
I always wonder if this leads to like a even Survivor Series, because I mean, let's say the plan is Bloodline versus the team of enemies, more or less. You got Solo, you got Seth, you got LA Knight, you got Royce Keys, and you got who am I missing here? I don't know. Add another person that hates the Bloodline into there if you want to, but for him to kind of go about it, Kevin Owens, the returning Kevin Owens will work. Having that little bit of dissension between Seth and LA Knight could lead to a really interesting heel turn at the end of the match when this team beats the Bloodline, in theory, and goes on to do something else, and all of a sudden they're all celebrating, and then LA Knight just turns around and hits Seth with a BFT and turns heel. And I think a heel LA Knight might be just maybe that little bit of an extra edge that he needs to get to that full main event scene.
But I'd like to hear your thoughts on what we're talking about.
Nope. No. Honestly, it could go so many different ways that I just want LA Knight, period. LA Knight with the title, period.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how he gets there. I don't care who he's going to walk over, stomp down, character change. I don't care. Give the guy a title. It's been way overdue.
Yeah.
I mean, to think about, what was it, 2023 with the U.S. title when Logan Paul took it from him? That was the last time he's had a title. That's 3 years now. Like, we're almost nearing that 3-year mark probably at this point in the summer. So, like, man, just for us waiting this long to get an LA Knight title run of some kind, just it's crazy to me.
I think you have a reverse. It was LA Knight who took it off Logan Paul.
And then did not go back to Logan Paul later on?
It went to Jacob Fatu.
It did go, okay. Yeah.
The irony of the match, that's right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, while it appears as though maybe others are in a commercial break because it says back in 50 seconds, they've already started this matchup.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting play.
I think it was on SmackDown. I was watching it last week, and in the top right corner of the screen, I don't know if you guys saw it, but it said be back in 180 minutes.
Yeah. I shared it to our group, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was just like, man, what is going on around here?
Yep. At least we didn't get a 3-hour ad break.
Yeah. Right.
I'm just glad I wasn't watching because I would have been cursing the Netflix like I usually do.
Yep.
Oh, dude, it was annoying me when we were doing the SmackDown security detail, because I'm trying to focus on the match, but I've got that ticker going off in the corner. It was very distracting.
Oh, a nice clothesline.
Oh,
that did nothing apparently.
Yep.
Right.
Ultimate Warrior no sell. That doesn't work for me, brother. And yeah, I would agree, Michael Cole. He is in a mood. He got super kicked in the lips.
Yeah, right.
I'd be in a mood too if someone super kicked me in the mouth and I had to go fight later on.
Interesting to note that Jacob just has his fingers taped. He doesn't have anything really else on his arms like he normally does.
Yeah.
And it's the hand, and the fingers are on the hand that he does the Tongan death grip with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Given the issues that Drew McIntyre has had with the Bloodline, and I'm talking all members throughout the years, would SummerSlam and that 6-man tag be the ideal time for Drew to return and cause interference to cost the Usos and Fatu?
Probably not, because he's still working on that movie, and now he's got a TV show he's doing too.
Yeah, is it still Highlander he's working on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not possible that somebody could be filming something and doing work in WWE?
And not if your film schedule takes place on a Saturday and Sunday.
I don't know. I think it's very possible. It's SummerSlam of all shows. It's going to change the course.
It's going to be a new era.
Just remember who owns the rights to the primary bookings of one Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
It ain't the studio.
No.
It's me.
I did it for The Rock.
DDP?
Baba D.
It's me. It's you. It's I. I'm the Vowel Man.
It's BBD. That's right.
There you go.
I forgot. Big Bubba Deuce.
See, even the Lightning outside agreed with you.
Yeah, I said the Lightning outside agreed with that statement. Holy cow.
I even saw it on screens.
No, it's just God saying BBD gets pyro.
It depends on what you've eaten, though. I mean, if you had some Taco Bell, that could be a little fiery.
No, the ice cream we had on Friday.
Yeah.
Man, this thunder is just rolling on top of us right now.
That thunder just shook my apartment.
Ooh.
Wow.
Or did you have
not an
Taco
RVD
Bell
throwing
earlier,
thunder.
Christopher?
Power just flickered here. I don't know if you guys caught that.
I thought I saw
LA
something
Knight
go a little dim.
throwing his own thunder that's not doing anything.
Nope. No effect.
Wow.
How did that ring post taste?
Does he not understand the effect of slamming Samoan's head up against something doesn't work?
Yeah, it's just not a good idea.
Well, I mean, that one looked like it worked a little bit.
Maybe that one too, actually.
It's a continuous. You can't continue to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me.
You're pardoned.
Bobby's loving the Dr. Pepper today. We love it, Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby boy, getting that doctor. One of, if not the oldest, soft drink in existence.
Yep.
And still #1 sold around the world today. Dr. Pepper, please sponsor us at some point, helping.
Okay. As WWE seems to be going to a commercial break here, let's show our final commercial break with our calendar one last time, just to show you shows that don't have an hour countdown.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. All times are in Eastern Time. Monday night, we are on call as the Raw Patrol is on duty at 8 p.m. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Wednesday, we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Thursdays, let us power your dreams with the Xbox Showcase at 9 p.m. Friday, we invite you to come for a ride with the SmackDown Security Detail at 8 p.m. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. On Sunday, be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. And later in the day, the Locker Room presents Wrestling Recap delivers at 7 p.m. Always be aware that weekend shows can vary in times, as the PLE Patrol and other watch party streams are always a must-see. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day, and watch all of the latest episodes on turnbucklestudios.org/shows. And please do not forget to drop a like, follow, and to subscribe to all of our channels, and when the time is right, all you have to do is tap in.
And once again, ladies and gentlemen, turnbucklestudios.org is your home for the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program. And as you just saw, there is something for you here each and every night of the week. We want you to meet the team behind those shows. 5 of us are here, as Bubba Duke is going to take a Bubba Deuce. So click on our individual links under the host section, get our socials, and watch our latest weekly live episodic programs. All of that and more, turnbucklestudios.org.
Ouch. And during that commercial break, Ellie and I getting roughed up on the announce table, just flapjack pancake style, just wow.
Yeah, we also saw Jacob Fatu trying to go underneath the ring to look for a weapon, and I'm like, wait, is this a no DQ match, or is this just Jake getting a little upset at LA Knight?
That was just Jake getting upset. He was looking, he was pulling out a table. I was waiting for him to bust out Carl's favorite weapon, the kendo stick.
Well, I don't see dilly bars or blizzards or anything like that. So there definitely isn't no DQing right now. I don't see any of the menus.
Nowhere
on the menu there.
No dilly bar in sight.
Yeah. No buster bar.
Oh.
Of all the advertisements, you would think, hey, let's get DQ to spawn.
Right?
Because then we can say, well, we prefer no DQ in our matches. We do prefer DQ on our days off.
I mean,
like, come on.
They do have an ice cream ad on the canvas there, drumstick, but that's
so. Would then it not be funny to have like a kendo stick gimmicked to look like a drumstick just for fun that one time? Then all of a sudden sponsored in the match like the Slim Jim table at the Fireball ladder.
That could very well be in the video game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, unique offense from Jacob on that one.
Yeah.
And that's,
I like that.
That's what I like about watching Jacob Fatu from his time in MLW to up to tonight. Just the different kind of offense he can throw off is just amazes me every time.
Yeah.
Oh, that thunder is rolling still.
It's the Undertaker.
Okay, that was interesting. I like it, actually.
Oh.
Getting up high there for that elbow. That was interesting.
The guy in the crowd with the sign, obey the Ufalafa.
Yep.
Nice.
The Oompa Loompa, did you say?
I think that's somebody across the river there that's got the Oompa Loompa look.
No, the Oofa Lofa is what LA Knight has been famously known to call call it in a promo. Quite funny.
And like the fact that it almost made Jay break because he like had to kind of turn away.
Oh no, it did make Jay break. Anytime
Oh, yeah.
Jay has to look away, you know he's been got.
Speaking of an Uso, here comes Jimmy.
I'm like nowhere near there. How is that?
Yep. Why you keep doing this, Jimmy?
Oh, there we go.
Bang.
Oh, and Solo. Okay.
Oh, Jimmy, why do you keep doing that? You keep standing in that corner, and then all of a sudden you keep getting, get up on. Like, what are you doing?
And it has been out there online, whether or not this is speculation, rumor, we don't know, but until it's been proven, because we have not seen Jey Uso much lately, it has been speculated that he could be injured, and to the point where his SummerSlam status could be in jeopardy.
Oh. He's also been dealing with some personal issues as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that was going to be the other part to it. But then I go back to what I was kind of mentioning before stream. If anyone saw Zilla Fatu on Twitter, could we see Zilla take up a little bit of a spot that Jay is absent from at the moment to help the bloodline?
Maybe it'd be a cool way to bring Zilla in.
Well, here comes Jay now.
We said his name too many times, like Beetlejuice.
It's almost like I said something in purpose.
Turn around, Oos.
Royce Keys is out of the reverse battle royal.
Oh, what a baseball slide. Like a dropkick baseball slide. Goodness gracious.
You know what? It's such a simplistic move, but just so good. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Another move that I absolutely love to see every time he does it. That moonsault.
Just beautiful.
Yeah, like if you were to tell me that someone that is that big can move that fast and just dominate somebody that quickly, I don't know if I would have believed it at the time. Just an insane feat.
Yeah.
Now, very interesting. Solo Sikoa appeared to be in position to prevent the loss of LA Knight there and chose not to. He waited till after the bell.
Oh, a double A style spine buster. That was pretty. Oh, super kick party. Uh-oh. 3D.
1D.
But even Michael Cole said it.
Get it right, Logan.
That's why I said 3D, because Michael Cole said 3D.
If Michael Cole jumped off a bridge, would you do it?
Maybe. Depends on what he's jumping for.
Don't follow him. Follow us on Turnbuckle Studios all across social media. Stop poking me.
I'm just poking at everyone's name so everybody gets all the action. See? Kind of like that No Way Jose guy. Oh, that was a far one.
Fly high.
I will say I'm very happy we're getting kind of this type of reaction for these six men, because now it feels like what's going on here has more of a main event feel.
Yeah.
So by the time their SummerSlam match comes, your investment is large, and it should be, because there's been a lot of time put into all 6 men in the last few months.
Yeah, because when they announced this match, it kind of just felt like a throwaway thing. Now it doesn't.
Yeah.
The thunder rolls once again as this stream just ends.
So
wow.
And if everybody wants to check out more of us, make sure you're doing it through a few ways. You can check out in that top left corner us on Discord. That is the invitational code to join Turnbuckle Studios on Discord. And another great way of following us is by going to turnbucklestudios.org and hitting that host function, because then you get all of our individual socials and find out exactly who we are and where you can find us. But do we have any lasting opinions about tonight's Raw, starting with OMD?
Very solid show. Really seemed to actually move the needle and build a lot to SummerSlam. Obviously, you know, we've all discussed it. Too much Danhausen, even a little bit too much of Dom throughout the show, but you built up and you built to that story leading to that match. So I'm okay with it now. And then that main event to just end it all. Absolutely beautiful. Even if you're opening SummerSlam with that 6-man tag, whether it's night 1 or night 2, I'm good with it because there is now a reason for it.
Anybody else?
I mean, you know, there's always something to be said about the ebbs and flows of everything, and wrestling is no stranger to ebbs and flows of their own. And I feel like for the last couple months, there was a bit of a stagnation between what we were looking for and what we wanted to get from the WWE. And now we're finally seeing, as OMD even said, that needle being pushed a little bit. Every episode, there's something new, something different, something that got added that wasn't there before. So it's nice that we're finally seeing progress in most storylines, if not all of them, that are on TV. And I'm excited to see what happens next, because we've got a lot of people that are not on this card yet, or not, that haven't even been on the show in months, like a Kevin Owens. Like, I mean, we're getting Bill, big, I almost called him Big Bill, but Big Cass at the Monday Night Raw after SummerSlam. So I mean, we got a lot of players that are still left to be kind of added to these tables, and it's interesting to see where these cards are going to fall.
Yeah, I'm very much with you on that one, Logan. Like, I'm totally on this road. I'm raring to go. I'm looking forward to not just what's going to take place at SummerSlam, but what's going to happen after SummerSlam. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Big Cass, because it does seem like it's more than likely only Big Cass coming in. I was kind of expecting an Enzo involvement in that segment, but it seems like we're just going with Big Cass for the time being. I'm also very intrigued to see if we get some NXT call-ups post SummerSlam, but I'm at that point where I'm just like, sign me up. I'm ready to go for the summer.
Carl, your last thought.
I mean, Logan was talking something about Epson printer. I don't know what I use a Canon personally. You know, Epson flowing, or I don't know what he was talking about there, but for me, I mean, this is the first time that I've really been able to sit down and enjoy a Monday Night Raw in a little bit of time. And it's even like, it's not as though things are terrible. Like, everything just kind of seemed to flow and everything was good for me. And I didn't miss a beat, if you know what I mean. Everything had what it needed to. Everything was going very well. Everything was connected together, which is even nicer, because even if you do miss a couple of shows for whatever reason, you still can catch up and understand what is happening during the shows. So for that reason, I'm very happy, and everything is just slowly coming together. And to be honest with you, this felt like a go home show. And we're not getting that until next week. And we've already seen how crazy next week's show is going to be. So, I mean, with that, kudos to them. Good job. They've done very well. Awesome to see. And I'm very, very happy about what has gone on with the show tonight. So,
yeah, and it's going to be very interesting to see what they do next week. And it definitely seems like they're going to do more towards the Seth and Roman to end next week. Focus on the other parts. We still have almost a full night of SummerSlam matches yet to still be announced. So the next 7 to 10 days are going to be very full of announcing, especially on SmackDown with that 5-way ladder match that we know we're going to get. But I thought tonight SmackDown was pretty good in the sense that it did enough to make us care about what they're doing later. Yeah. And I thought that was a great job. But OMD, let's go home in style.
Hold on one second. Before we get that going, I just want to make sure that everyone who is watching us right now on Twitch, stick around. I will be raiding us out to Eric the Inventor, who was doing his own little watch along, but he also does a lot of really good video game kind of a lot of different types of pro wrestling content as well. So go over there, let them know that Turnbuckle Studios sent you over and that we enjoy what they do, and hopefully everyone there can enjoy as well. So OMD, back to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, we would like to remind you that the world is better with you in it. From all of us here at the Raw Patrol and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program, to those of you out there wherever you are, good night, good luck, we out.